To fail, all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives. But this does put a smile on my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are 1 week away from The Last of Us Part 2. This time next Friday, we'll finally be playing. I just want to say, for anyone that's curious about my plans for Part 2, next Friday, the 19th, we will be streaming Part 2. I'll be streaming it probably every day, at least one stream a day, 4 to 5 hours until we complete the game. Based on majority of the reviews that I've read, the game's gonna be anywhere between 25 to 35 hours, but knowing how I take with games in length, it's probably gonna take us 35 to 40 hours. Well, if you saw that intro, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time I run my victory lap. Now, I can't say it too soon. I still gotta play the game and have my own opinions. But, wowee, did I expect this? Yeah, I kinda did. But did I expect it to this magnitude? Probably not. I expected a 93 on the Metacritic reviews. Metacritic gave the game, based on compiling all the reviews, 84 critical reviews, 96, which is better than the original. The original Last of Us got a 95. Now, the user score, don't expect it to be necessarily that high, because I know the game's gonna get review bombed because there's a lot of trolls and haters, and, you know, that's just gonna happen. But again, if the haters are gonna say don't judge it based on the reviews, then don't judge it based on the user score, because people are gonna review bomb it. So either way, for anyone that's on the fence about this game, I have a piece of advice for you. Please, play the game on your own before making any assumptions. When the leaks broke, all us YouTubers and fans who had covered the game the past year or even longer got a lot of flack. A lot of us, you know, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie, I've never gotten more hate on anything I've covered in 3 years of doing YouTube. And it wasn't because people disliked me, or disliked my videos, they disliked the game. So they just decided to dislike spam. The first video I made after the leaks got over 100-something dislikes, which had never happened really before on one of my videos. So I was pretty shocked. And this wasn't because of my personality or anything. They just were mad that I was positive. All these people that were leaking the game, trying to spoil my viewers. Even some of these people were subscribers. I had my brother reading comments for weeks. Some subscribers have been banned for spoiling. And I had no problem with people having their opinions on this game, but trying to directly spoil and ruin the experience for others is not what I wanted or intended. And now that all these good reviews are starting to come out, now, as I said in yesterday's video, people are going to be complaining, people are going to be crying, people are going to be whining, salt is going to be poured out, that these people thought The Last of Us Part 2 was going to suck, that it was going to be trash, the get woke, go broke comments, the you're a paid shill comments that all of us got, the ma'am memes, it doesn't stop from there. I know if people still hate the game after seeing this, they're not going to be turned around even if they play it. But we all know a lot of you haters that are watching this, if you are a hater of this game, you will probably play the game or definitely watch a video related to the game. So at the end of the day, I hope you guys, whether you hate it or love it, have a great experience, enjoying what you want to do. But like I said, man, I didn't let any of this negativity or quick judgment cloud what I want to say about the game. I've been hyped for this game over a year. I've covered the game over a year. Y'all can call me what you want. I'm just excited to play the game. And if you judge me for being excited, that's fine. But man, what a crazy road it is to been getting to this point. Like, I really can't wait to play this game now. All the people, the negativity, the hatred, it made me want to play even more. But now seeing these reviews, like, my hype's at a 10 now. And none of you people that say this game's trash and the leaks and all this other stuff are gonna prevent that. I'm just laying that out right there. Before I go into more review stuff, so I just want to give a couple of shout outs to some people that really deserve some love, and I'm gonna put their links in the description down below. 3 YouTubers that have covered this game along with me that I consider great friends. Wanted to give a shout out firstly to the one that I feel has gotten the most scrutiny and undeserved. He's very passionate about this game, a lot more passionate than some of us, even myself, can say. Tajay. If you don't know who Tajay is, he's probably the biggest fan of The Last of Us 2 on YouTube, and he's definitely got probably the biggest Last of Us 2 channel. Despite his channel size, his views for his channel size are phenomenal, and he's got a bright future ahead. He's only been doing YouTube a year, and I've gotten to know him. You know, he originally was a viewer of mine that came into one of my streams and was, you know, first time I played, he was crap talking me a bit because I wasn't the best at the game, but, you know, we've become pretty much, I consider him a best friend on YouTube. And like I said, I'll ride and die with him at the end of the day, and I've gone through that with all this leak stuff. He got targeted by a bunch of people, YouTubers, and a bunch of other people for him getting emotional over a trailer and all this other stuff. You know, it's ridiculous. And I'm glad, Etage, if you're watching this, run that victory lap with me, brother. Run it all the way. Enjoy the game. Don't let anyone change that mindset. Next, I want to give a shout out to my boy Decken. I've known him since The Walking Dead. I actually have known him. I watched him even before I started YouTube when he used to do The Walking Dead during season 2, and I consider him a great friend as well. I've known him, damn, it feels like since I started, you know. I finally started to talk to him. A really nice guy, and he deserves all love. He even got unnecessary hate. He got striked accidentally because he was telling people to avoid the leaks and stuff, and he's a very positive man. So please, again, show this man some love. He's just almost as passionate as Tajay, in my opinion. And keep grinding, man. So my last shout out, I never really got to talk to him like in a voice call or anything, but Blackwoods. This man, again, I am proud of you, man. Like, the amount of views you get on these videos that you cover is insane, and your, you know, passion is there. And, you know, you've got a bright future ahead of you with Assassin's Creed and all the other stuff you're planning to cover after Part 2 ends. And I hope, man, we get to talk soon, because definitely would love to have a conversation with you at some point. But keep grinding, man. You remind, you know, like I said, your views for your channel size are just like Tajay's. They're through the roof. Make sure to go show all three of them some love. Links are down below in the description. Go subscribe and say Dom sent you. I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, let's get more into the reviews. The Last of Us Part 2 on Metacritic so far has 84 critic reviews. There's still, I think, a couple more that are going to come through, so the score could go a little higher. It was, again, when it originally broke, the game stuck at a 95, then it went up to a 96. And man, if y'all were up with me last night when this shit broke, it was crazy. Out of 85 reviews thus far, 48 of them, over half of them, are over 100 scores. 100. More than half of them are 100. Now I know, don't get too excited. There were a couple ones that were there was one that was 99, a couple 98s, about 4 97s, about 6, 7, 8, 9 95s, and the rest are about high 90s. There are a couple poor ones. There are 3 70s right now from Game Revolution, Gaming Bible, and IGN Japan. I heard also Polygon and Kotaku did not give the best reviews, but their score is not up currently right now, or I believe they don't even put scores. But those are like the only negative reviews I've seen. There's also a couple YouTubers that have reviewed it, I believe. Majority positive. I think there's 1 or 2 that are negative. But let me read some of the quotes that these companies say that are basically the main points of it. Now, again, take these with a grain of salt. Like companies like IGN, don't take their word. But like I said, the reason I'm really hyped about this is not just like one company that's giving it 100. There's 48 of them. So let's read some of the, you know, companies may know. Washington Post. The Last of Us Part 2 is an astonishing achievement. A searing demonstration of how a video game can marry heart-stopping gameplay, gorgeous environmental storytelling, and anxiety-inducing moral complexity. Screen Rant. The greatest game of this console generation. Of that, there is absolutely no doubt. It's also quite possibly the greatest video game of all time. From Digital Trends, The Last of Us Part 2 is a gut punch in the best way, a tour de force that takes the best parts in the original and molds them into the finest forms. The story will leave you reeling, and there are several unexpected turns that will keep you invested throughout. The level of detail and quality in the world creation and story building are at the top of their class. Game Rant. In the end, it really comes down to the experience of playing The Last of Us Part 2, of jumping into these characters' shoes and confronting a world that feels both foreign and oddly familiar in that regard. The game is in a league of its own. There are simply too many adjectives to describe the range of emotions that the game will make players feel, and many of those emotions are not positive ones. Comicbook.com. Even though The Last of Us Part 2 relishes in making players uncomfortable and reminding them characters can lose everything at a moment's notice, those bleak traits are part of the game's appeal, even its charm. more of one. It's a monumental effort in storytelling and a mile for tales of vengeance and repercussions pushed forward by gratifying gameplay. While not everything you will do will sit right with you, the game never leads players to believe that the result would be anything different. Now, I could show you guys another about 15, 20, 30 reviews that say great things about the game, but that basically just gives you an idea of what this game is going to be. As I put in the title and thumbnail, this game is a masterpiece, and I can't wait to play it. Now, we're going to be talking about in tomorrow's video about the pre-downloading. Some of y'all are still having issues with that, so I'm going to discuss that. The size of the download is about 78 gigabytes. We're going to go through what you get in the pre-order and the pre-download and what to expect the next couple days. But ladies and gentlemen, The Last of Us Part 2, all the hate, all the trolls, everyone disliking, all that shit. And guess what? The game still is going to be a banger. I cannot wait to play it for y'all in less than a week. And to all the haters out there, thank you so much for that sweet, sweet satisfaction of inspiring me to keep doing these videos. And also, you all have made me want to play the game so damn bad. And now I cannot wait. Alright everyone, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. And be sure to go follow me on Twitter at DomTheBombYT so we all can savor in that sweet final week together. But there will be a prep stream tomorrow, so make sure to join us live on YouTube as we get ready for part 2. And that'll do it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We love you all very much, even the haters. Much love to you, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
Thank you.